Hello fellow Sudokans and welcome to Zen and the Art of the Guardian Sudoku Puzzle. It's Saturday the 22nd of February 2025. I hope you are keeping well and enjoying your weekend. I haven't been outside yet, but hopefully I'll manage to get a lunchtime sleep and then or just after lunchtime sleep, and then I shall have a swim this afternoon. I've ingested my food already. It's currently digesting right now. And if you hear any strange sounds, that's probably what's going on. What is going on? In the US, some right-wing politicians who are anti-Trump, but more the traditional kind of Republicans, are holding a summit called the Principles First Summit. And they're trying to get in more kind of center-right people, as opposed to the CPAC, which obviously has the insane fascist bunch of lunatics at their particular conference. I think I said it on this channel at the time, but I believe I said it. But if I didn't, it's certainly something I did say to other people, and that was the greatest thing that Liz Cheney could do at the time when she was kicked out, unceremoniously kicked out of the Republican Party, was that her and people like Kinzinger and other Republicans who had some kind of principles of pre-Trump Republicans should have started a new party. They should have called themselves Real Republicans. That would have been the best thing, because that would have split the Republican vote. As it happens, she pivoted and said that she supported Kamala Harris. That's never going to work, because those insane people in America who will only vote for a Republican are just not going to vote Democrat. It's like asking a football team, you know, if you support Arsenal, to change to Tottenham Hotspur or something like that. It's just not going to happen. So if they had, managed to find, and I'm sure they could have found backers. There are plenty of those kind of traditional Republicans in the world of business, right? In fact, even this new grouping has managed to find itself Mark Cuban as a speaker. You can find him on Blue Sky. I've noticed some of his posts there. Very anti-Trump, but also very centrist. People could have voted for that kind of Republicans, could have voted for that kind of party, but they were never going to vote Democrat. So that would have been the best thing. She, obviously she is patriotic, I would say. And I thought that that's what she should have done. And that would have been the best way to serve. It would have split the Republican vote and allowed Kamala Harris to win. That's always, I suppose it's an unknown now, but I thought at the time, I believe I said it on this channel, I certainly did say it to people, that's what should happen. As we know, it didn't happen, and now we look what we've got, the orange clown at the top. And an insane lunatic with a chainsaw and a possible drug habit or something, or certainly some mental stability problems, doing nutty things. Let's get on with our game of Sudoku, shall we? Because it's the weekend and we want to forget life. TGIS, thank God it's Saturday. We'll play our game of Sudoku. We've got fives blocking down here. Let's get a 5 in that square there. Oh look, we've got 5s there and there. And then there, and now look at that. Isn't that very symmetrical? All right, let's get to it. Anything else jumping up at you and saying, here I am, here I am? Well, I'm not spotting anything on a quick spin around, so let's go through the digits and see if we can find anything easy to get a foothold. There we are. 2s across like this. 4, 6. I think this is a single. I don't know what, but I see 4, 6, and I see 7 and 3. 4, 6, 7 and 3, which looks like enough numbers to go there. 4, 6, 7, 3. Right, 4, 6, 7, 3. I've got to double check this. I don't want to mess this up again. If there is 4, 6, 7 or 3, that will be a 9. Let me just check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It is a 9. Okay. And no. All right, I lost my rhythm there, so I think I'll start again to see where I was going. Well, 3 blocks across here, actually 3 and 4 block across here, so we've got a pair of 3 and 4 in those squares. But pertaining to the 3, we've got 3 across here and 3 in one of those squares blocking up there. 3 has to be in one of those squares blocking across, so that must be our 3. Three blocks across here and down here, so 3 is in one of those squares, so this can't be 3, so that's got to be a 3, and that's got to be a 4. Did we finish those 3s? Can we do any more? I don't know. How about the 4s? Well, 4 blocking up here puts 4 into one of these 2 squares blocking across, so that must be a 4 there. And 4 down here and down there means that that's a 4. Six up here, 6 down there, there's a 6. Lost it again. Here we go, 1 blocking this square, that will give me a 1 there. Let's fill in the last number there, which is 7. What are we looking for over here? This is 6 and 8, I think. 6 and 8, right? Yeah, and we've got 5 and 3 blocking down here, so we know that's 3 and 5. This is 6 and 8. This has to be 1 and 9. Do you do anything for me, 1 or 9? 1, 9, 1, 9. 1. Yes, this can't be 9, can it? So 9 blocking across here and across here will give me 9 in that square, and then we'll be left with 9s like that. I should probably look up here as well. We know we've got 1 and 9 in those squares, so what are we looking for here? 2, 6, 7, 8. 2, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Okay, we've got 1 and 7 here blocking up, 1 and 7 there blocking up, so that's a pair of 1 and 7 in those squares. Now we've got 5 across here, 5 across there, and 5 up there, so we'll get 5 in that square there. And we've got 5 blocking these two squares, 5 blocking here, 5 blocking here, 5 blocking there. That must be a 5. Eight blocking up here, down here. That gives me an 8 in that square, and I think it's 4 blocking up here, isn't it? There's a 4. There we go. Alright, and we're looking for 2 and 6 there, so 2 blocking across there. There's the 2, there's the 6. We know that this is 3 and 7, right? And so the missing number here will be 2. Down here, what are we looking for? 5 and 6. And this is 4, 7, 8. Back up here, let's look at this again. This was 1 and 7. Anything else that I can do up here? Yeah, we've got 4 blocking up here and across there. So that's a 4. And at the top here, then we're looking for 3. And now the remainder here, so not 1 or 7. We're looking for 2. 2, 6, 9, is it? Yeah, 2, 6, 9. Okay. No completed digits on the board yet. It's one of those tough endings, I think, without pencil marks. But with pencil marks will not take a fraction of the time. If I just sit here looking, I think, because I can't see what goes next. Alright, I'm not sure, so I'm going to fill in the pencil marks. Let's get the game out of the way. Now, I think this is probably where to be looking up here. But to see what goes up there, I'm going to need to fill in this right-hand chute, I think. So, now I remember I said I had 1 and 9 here. I'll just do that again. So 5 and 3 across here and down there, right? So 5 and 3 across there like that. And this was 6 and 8, I think. And this is 1 and 9. And then what are we left with up here? We've got 9s in those squares. We've got 1s up there. We've got a pair of 7s in those squares there. We've got 2s somewhere up there. What else? Well, I can do this here. We've got 1 there, we've got 9 there, we've got 8 in those squares, and we've got 7 in those squares, and this is 3 and 7. Okay, let's do the others then. 1, this is 1 and 7 up here, wasn't it? And so we've got 2s somewhere there, we've got 6s there, and we've got 9s there. Right, now let's see what else. We'll just finish everything, I think. Let's just put in the rest of the candidates. We've got 1 blocking up there, so 1s can go in those squares there. How are we doing on 2? Pair of 2s up there. 3 is a pair of 3s in those squares, and over here 3 anywhere there. 4, pair of 4s over there, and there. 5s are there. 6s are there, and 6s. Ah, that's it. So we've got 6 limited to this square and this square. We've got 6 blocking here and there and there and across there. So that's a 6. All right, that's it. I've seen it now. So that's our 6 up there. 1, 7, 2, 9. So that's 2. That's a 9. Everything else is done now then, I guess. Most likely. That's a 9 up there. And that's not 9. Right. Let's see, what else? That can't be a 2. That has to be a 2. Let's get rid of the 2 there. Place the 2 there. That's a 2. That's not. That's the only space for a 4 now, which makes that a 4 and that not. Still got 7 in those squares there, and 7 still anywhere here. Okay, 8 then, pair of 8s there. and 8 anywhere there, and a pair of 8s there. And 9 is shown. Okay, so I think that's probably it. Let's have a quick look around then, see what we get. That's the only 3 in this row, so that's got to be a 3 then, which means that is not a 3. That's going to be a 7, and a 3 will be in this square here, and then 7, that's a 1 up there, 7 in that square, 8, 7, 1, 7, 8, 8, 1, 7, 9, 9, 1. Last digit 1 to go in there, 3 there, that's a 3, that's a 5, 5. So that was all it was really, just finding that 6. Somehow, normally I'm quite good at spotting the ones that block like that, but not today. It's not going to be the greatest of Sudoku spotting days today for me. Every day is different. Sounds like a Forrest Gump comment, doesn't it? Anyway, thanks for joining me for the LA Times. I'll probably be back in the evening with a supplementary game because I'm a glutton for punishment. Take care. Bye-bye.